Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Vinyl Hazard. I'm Daniel, and I have been away for about a month. Not really away, but with all the things that's happening in the world right now, deliveries of records is not coming by very quickly. So today I have an update for you. Seven, I think it is seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. 7 new records, some of them which I have sought after for quite some time to fill out the collection, so to speak, and a couple of new ones also, new release, among others. And let's begin right away. Catatonia, their new release, City Burials. It was released about, I don't know, 4 weeks ago. And Katatonia has been also away for quite some time. They had a hiatus in 2017. So this is their first album in 4 years. I think this is a crown like of glass. Yeah. And there he wears it, so quite painful. So Katatonia. First album since Fall of Hearts, which came out in 2017? No, 16. So, and there we have a little bit of lyrics also, by the way. Katatonia, they have been on a journey, haven't they? I mean, you could compare Katatonia to bands like Opeth, and they have changed their sound quite a lot. Nowadays they are more of a, should I put it, they have like a progressive depressive metal sound. I do not know how to actually describe it, but progressive yes, depressing yes, doomy feeling, I would guess. Quite low and mellow. You know, this album has two LPs with some lovely inner sleeves, which I have replaced with these regular anti-static sleeves. There we have a little bit of, there. That's the hype sticker. It is on regular black vinyl, and I like the pressing here, because unlike many bands, Katatonia has basically it's a 52, 53 minute album, and that means they could fill out like all the 4 sides of the LP. We're just getting like 2 or 3 songs per side, and that annoys the hell out of me. But luckily for us, they have etched this album, and it's quite good also. They have etched the lyrics in it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there anyway. And I appreciate bands who do that. For instance, one thing that annoys the hell out of me was Meshuggah's re-released albums, where they filled, or they didn't fill out the whole sides. They basically just had 2 or 3 songs per side, so you have to like run and change the sides on the LP all the time. So I appreciate band that actually takes a little bit of time and do an etching or some cool stuff. What more to say about the album? Very good, very Catatonia-esque. Slow, mellow. Jonas Renkse, the singer, he's dominating with his mellow like voice. Is almost like an instrument in itself, emotional conveying, so to speak. So you are not going to buy this album if you want like hard, speedy metal. You're going to buy this if you want some melodic, low-tuned metal, wonderful voice. So onwards. So next one we have. How should I describe this one? It's a melodic death metal album, Barren Earth. So I featured Barren Earth about, I don't know, two or perhaps 3 updates ago. I bought their latest album. This is their 3rd album, I think. Yes, it is. It was released in 2015. There we have the guys. There are quite a lot of them. They have like 3 backup vocalists along with their main vocalist, Johan Aldara. So for those who do not know, Barren Earth is a Finnish band. They have been active since 2007. This is on black vinyl. I have to change these. There is no anti-static plastic inside. Yeah, Barren Earth. So it's melodic death metal. They have both growls and clean vocals. And they mix it very, very good. So yeah, the vocals is sung by Johan Aldra, and he conveys an emotional and atmospheric feeling of doom and gloom, sort of. And he can switch over to death, like the death metal growls, very, very quickly. He is utilizing all the 3 other backing members of the band in a very, very good way, or I should not say that it's a one-man band, because it's not. But yeah, they are doing a very, very nice job. And what more? So, I mean, I guess they are not as known as I would like them to be. But I also guess that they have only released 4 albums, so of course they may not be that known because they've only been at it for they've been at it for 15 years almost. I would have liked them to be bigger than they are, because they deserve it. They are quite good. I hope they also continue to have the style they have and do not change their sound, because the sound they have now is excellent, really, really excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this in. Oh God, I hate these sleeves. They are like trash. Well, anyway, that's Barren Earth. Yeah, I do not know. I recommend that you listen to them on Spotify. Their last album is a great album, really. Next is an album which I have looked for quite some time. It's only been out for a year. Actually, I think they are... yesterday they had their 1-year anniversary of this record being released. And that is Idle Hands and their album Mana. So, couple of updates ago, I showed you the CD version of this. I only had that version. And this is an excellent, excellent album. It's a gothic, doomish metal album. And this was my 3rd pick of 2019's best released metal albums, and for good reason. I have listened for this perhaps, I don't know, 20 times at least, perhaps even 30. I have it in my car, and I have listened to this LP for about 3 or 4 times now. Lovely blue color, by the way. And yeah, so I think it was in the 11th update I showed you the CD version. Also, I want to thank a commentator, Mr. Mutant Seabass, who wrote me that said that the band had their album out. This is the third edition, or the 3rd printing of it. Oh, there we go. So thanks to him, the band released third edition print. But oh yeah, I did not actually buy it through their site. I bought it through Discogs. It was a little bit cheaper. But anyway, awesome. Really recommend that you check this album out. Jackie is a good song. Every song is good actually. Blade and the Will. I think. I think that was on Megadeth's one of their like favorite songs of the year. Anyway, what more to say about this? Yeah, so when you listen to Idle Hand, you will hear the singer Gabriel Franco. It's a very distinct voice, deep sounding vocals. It fits like doom and goth metal sound really well. And the band is starting to get noticed quite a lot also, like in newspaper, blogs, social media. So I'm really looking forward to see what they will release next. Now, from a new band to a pretty old band, but very good band also. It is Suicidal Angels. So now we are talking thrash metal. We are talking like hard, pure, grinding thrash, and that is what these Greek lads is offering you. So Suicidal Angels, they were formed in 2011, and it's an album that this is their second album, by the way. So that was released in 2009, and the first album was a bit of a like thrash death metal album, but this is pure thrash. There we go. Yep. And the band sounds like the band's sound is still evolving very much. Listen to some of the more recent ones. You can clearly hear like there's a kind of a Slayer influence, but these lads hold their own. They have their own style. Love them. They are great band. So by the way, this actual release was because of a competition that Nuclear Blast held, and Suicidal Angels, they won out of 1,200 entries. 1,200 entries, yeah. That says something. This album particularly won, and they were signed by Nuclear Blast, and this is Sanctify the Darkness, by the way. Just so you know. And the artwork is by a fellow Swedish I guess citizen, or well, fellow Swede anyway. And his name is Christian Valene, and you probably, or perhaps you will recognize the style. He has drawn a lot of album cover art for Bathory, Dark Funeral, I guess At the Gates also. I think he actually made, I think he made At the Gates, one of their albums at least. So good album. Moving away from Greece over to Finland again. Barren Earth was from Finland, and Kalmah are from Finland too. This is their album Palo, I guess. It's from 2018. It's their 8th album, so this lad has been at it for quite some time also. They were formed in 1998 in Finland. Oh yeah, it's oh god, the tree. Have to get that into the picture. And the fellows standing in the snow. Quite a spectacular album. So, this is a, I guess you could call it like melodic death metal. Excellent growls, by the way. The singer Pekka Kakko, I think his name is Pekka Kakko. He has a very good growl, in which you can manage to he managed to have like the heaviness, real heaviness of the growl in his voice, while still articulate the words very, very properly, so you can hear everything. Like it's much in the same style as Mikael Åkerfeldt, for instance, back in the day when he did growls. Really excellent, excellent singer, excellent growl artist. Here we have some lyrics, and this is on black vinyl. Awesome cover, by the way. You can see the tree there, I guess. And actually, the cover is made by, I think it's made by this singer, guitarist in Dark Funeral. Is that like, I think it's Niklas Sundin from Dark... No, Dark Tranquility. Yeah, Niklas Sundin from Dark Tranquility has made this cover. So, very, very cool. And look, an owl. Yeah, what more to say? Awesome riffs, awesome drums. Listen to it. If I had to recommend one song, I would say "Take Me Away." That's really the I think best song on the album, kick-ass song. So Kalmah with Palo. And last but not least, I have been looking for these two. I'm going to show two albums at once. These two albums for quite some time to finish my collection of the Pure Death sound. You probably know what I'm getting at then. And probably somebody is going to like, oh, the Pure Death sound. No, it's not the Pure Death sound. Well, it's the band that started it, pretty much all things, and it's Death, obviously. So we have Symbolic. For the people who might not know who Death are, or not know who Death are, is there anyone who doesn't know who Death are? Anyway, it's the band that is more or less credited to have made the death metal sound, or perfected it anyway. You can discuss that as much as you want. Awesome cover, naturally. So, yeah, like Symbolic is Death's 6th album. They only made 7. And this was released in 1995. Death itself was a band that comes from the United States. And they were formed in 83, I think, by the legendary Chuck Shoulders. Never knew how to pronounce his last name. This is on white vinyl. And it's rather hard to get by, actually. I was forced to order this from Germany. It cost me like... That didn't cost me really that much, like $35-40 or something. So that's pretty much a steal compared with these costs in Europe. Anyway, so Symbolic, it's like... if the first couple of albums, especially Scream, Bloody Gore and Leprosy, were pure death metal, Death more or less went in a more progressive, technical death metal like way in their last 3 or 4 albums. I guess Human was probably their 4th album. Human was probably where they began to really experiment or get a little bit progressive. People naturally either like progressive death metal or they do not like progressive death metal. I like progressive death metal, so I think this is one, perhaps not their finest album, but I think it's very good. Yeah, it's also the last album that feature excellent drummer Gene Huglen, and he does a phenomenal job on this album. If you listen to the drum only, it's like Christmas, really, for drumming. It's like awesome. So that is Symbolic, their 6th album. Their last album is this, The Sound of Perseverance. This is the special edition one. And there you have the main man himself, Chuck. Unfortunately, most of you already know this, but for those who do not know, Chuck died of a brain tumor in 2001. This naturally became the last record that they did. So The Sound of Perseverance, the 7th album, is from 1998. So a few years before he died. It's, I guess, the album is not without controversy. It is said that, like, so Chuck, he started a band called Control Denied after death. He was more or less finished with the death sound, I guess you can call it. And but he was contractually obligated to do a last album. So it is said like a third or something of the songs from what was originally thought to be on the Control Denied album ended up on this one. So this is about as progressive and technical as Death became. It's a album that has been both regarded as one of the best album and the worst album, depending on which side of the spectrum you are when it comes to Death. I think it is an excellent album. I also really like the early pure Death album. I think Leprosy is one of their best album. I mean, you can say what you want about The Sound of Perseverance, but I think it's great. Oh yeah, the special album has this green yucky LPs. Do not like the color on that. I think they released a red version also. Very much would have liked to get a hold on that, but I have to enjoy this as it is. So, yeah, that's about it for this time. And look, we have passed the 20-minute mark. Of course. Anyway, friends, I hope you stay safe. This was just a little bit of an update. I do not know when I'm going to have another update. I'm going to try to listen to some of my collection now, while I do not order anything. But yeah, I will get back to you with an update naturally. And I will probably also do a couple of other videos that do not involve an update specifically, but something else. So take care of yourself, friends, and may the metal gods be with you. Bye.